Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This reading is going to be for the new moon in Gemini taking place May 30th, 2022. If you're not familiar with my channel, I do new moon and full moon readings every month for the collective. It's just my way of kind of getting like an energetic checkup on what's happening during these times. You don't have to, let's say in this instance, have Gemini anywhere in your chart to be able to watch this reading. Again, it's just me looking at the overall energy. New moon time is a time where we prepare ourselves to receive or set new intentions to then receive and attract new things into our life. Full moon time is a time where we let things go. We make adjustments and make changes, right, in preparation of times like this. So this is kind of why I like to look at the new moon and full moon, because full moon, again, we're letting something go. And then like new moon, we're about to welcome something in. So it's always curious to see what we're releasing and what we're attracting around these times. So let's go ahead and start with a fortune reading card. It's just my way of getting a look at what the theme of this new moon is, or what the main energy is. So let's see. New moon in Gemini, May 30th. 2022. Let's see what the main energy is for everybody. New moon in Gemini. Nice. It says, Dragonfly, have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. So that would be the energy of new, right? The renewal. We want to kind of turn over a new leaf, right, when the new moon energy comes around, or we're hoping that spirit will bring it to us at least. So this is basically saying, yeah, you are undergoing a change. You're entering into new energy. There is a shift in the energy around you as well. Dragonflies do symbolize change and transformation. It's a little less, I would say, it's a little kinder of a change. It's not as rough, let's say, as would like the animal medicine of a butterfly change and metamorphosis would be. It's a little bit more lighter in a sense. And the dragonfly does represent being light of spirit. So the feeling is here, a lot of the energy is, yes, shifting and changing, but it's one that's going to free you up so you can feel lighter. You can get the weight of the old off of you into this new chapter that this new moon in Gemini is bringing you. If you consider the energy of Gemini, or the Lover's card, for instance, it can speak of inner alchemy and alignment, the divine feminine and masculine within ourselves, the subconscious versus the conscious, and finding the balance in between those things, right? It can sometimes talk about choices as well, with the Lover's energy of the Gemini card. Number 6 itself does talk about balance, alignment, equal give and take, reciprocity. And this feels like the shift that you're moving into, or the new energy that this new moon in Gemini is bringing, is going to help place you into a position of alignment, balance, harmony within oneself. It's going to bring renewal. It's going to make you feel lighter. It's going to lighten the load, right? It's going to take the weight off of any choices, let's say, that you've recently made, any heaviness that comes with an important choice that you've had to make. If you're wondering, let's say, for instance, did I do the right thing? Did I make the right choice? Well, this new moon is going to show you that you did, in a sense where it's going to lighten that worry for you, where you're going to feel more confident moving forward with the choice that you made to give yourself this new start or fresh start. Right, so this is basically saying that spirit is going to confirm to you, I feel with this card, that the changes that you've made to lighten your load or to free you up for something new is actually the right one and helping to move you in a new direction. So have confidence basically in this time of shift and change, because it's going to show you why you made the choice that you made and for what purpose, even, is how this is feeling. Right? He says, have confidence during this time of great joy. You're going to be, basically, you'll be happy that you made these shifts, these changes, or made the decisions that you did to align yourself the way you want it to be aligned. You're going to be happy with that. great joy, right? It says renewal and connection to spirit. So when it says connection to spirit, I can't help but think of spirit confirming it to you, showing you, demonstrating to you, right? That you made the right choice in the direction of your joy, in the direction of your happiness. And this is about also, the feeling is moving forward, feeling lighter and freer for what you decided. All right, so let's see. I have the Healing with the Angels cards as well. Let's see if we can get one card. And then I'm going to grab the tarot. Oh, nice. Look at that intention. Yeah. Some of you probably have already set the intention, or you've already set it a while back, right? You've probably set the intention a while back, and now, or you made the choice a while back, and now is where this new moon in Gemini shows you you're on the right track, you're on the right course, and the shifts and changes that you made are actually soon to benefit you, is the feeling that I'm getting from this card. When we set our intentions, we're putting that energy out into the universe in hopes that, it delivers what we intend. And this is feeling like you're attracting those things that you've intended. The changes that you made or the decisions that you made were necessary, right, to put you in alignment to attract what you intended. And it feels like this is the new moon that starts to demonstrate it to you and show you it coming towards you as well. Like, it's this feeling of seeing it in the distance, right? Let's say you're walking along the road and you see, like, let's say it's a lonely country road, right? Kind of like where I live. So you're walking along the road and there's no cars, there's no nothing. And because it's so silent, you can hear a car from very, very far away. And because it's a long country road and such a long straight stretch, right? You'll even be able to see a car in the distance approaching from even a mile away or more. And it's this feeling these two cards are giving me of this new moon, kind of you hearing, seeing these things, right, that you've intended, making their way to you from a distance, right? And it's like, yes, it's finally in my line of sight. Finally, these things I've intended are not only in my line of sight, but now I can hear them approaching too. Whereas before, maybe you couldn't quite see signs of it yet. So I hope that makes sense. Let's see. I have the Victorian Romantic Tarot here. So let's see, new moon in Gemini. It's like signs of what you intended approaching, coming your way, confirmation of it, demonstration of it, universe giving you signs and synchronicity of these things. And the feeling is also like the excitement building, right, towards these things approaching you now. And there's obviously joy to be found in that, and a feeling of connection with spirit as well, because it's also the sign that you were heard, that now the universe is responding, right, to your intention. Oh, okay, what was that? All right, I don't know what that was, but it felt like it wanted to flip over, so I'm going to take it. Let's see. Let's see if we get two more cards. All right, if I need more, I'll just grab off to the side, but let's see. Yeah, I mean, look, that's the Strength card. That's Leo energy. We have the Devil energy. Whoa. And the Queen of Cups. Let's see if we can get one more, because that's kind of heavy. The Moon. Funny. New moon, and you get the Moon card, right? So, again, here's the heaviness, right? Here's that heavy energy with the Strength. Funny enough, I mentioned the butterfly, and it can feel a little heavy with the butterfly energy in regards to the metamorphosis that's taking place. Here's the heavy chains. Here's that load. But the dragonfly is coming into saying that the load is getting lighter, right? And then you have the Queen of Cups energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You have the moon with the Piscean energy as well. Capricorn over here with the devil. I mean, it's just a lot of different signs here. Any of these can apply to you, maybe somewhere in your chart. But what this is feeling like, and I am going to look underneath the deck in a minute, but what this is feeling like is the Strength card is you having worked through that shadow, you having overcome a lot. The Devil card is like freeing, I feel like this is freeing you up. The shadow work that you did to overcome these lower vibrational things maybe you were dealing with, struggles you were dealing with. Again, strength gained in the struggle, like the butterfly metamorphosis energy, which is very similar to the energy we have to experience as we rise above, right? We rise above the things that would keep us stuck with the Devil card. So this is about you rising above these things that will keep you stuck. The Dragonfly is kind of lightening the load of this shift and change that you've broken or about to break yourself free from. This is about the Queen of Cups, right? Continuing to move forward in the direction of her heart or in the direction of the things that she's intended. She continues to follow her intuition in the direction of these things that she's intended. And then with the moon, right? The moon is about trusting your intuitive knowing, even when you can't see fully the complete unfolding of what lies ahead. But I feel with these two cards that even though you can't fully get a clear picture of what's coming towards you, you're seeing signs of it, right? You can see a car approaching blurrily in the distance. It's that feeling of getting hints of it and still trusting the journey moving forward, even though you kind of still sort of feel like it's not fully unfolded at this time, but there's signs of it. The Strength in the Devil is that energy you've worked your way through. Again, the number 6 of the Lovers of the Gemini energy. I can't help but feel that, right? Because it came up right away with this card. And this is telling me you've alchemized through all that. You've done a lot of the shadow work to release the chains that bind and hold you down or keep you from your inner alignment and balance. With the Strength card, you've been resilient. You've had a lot of fortitude, and you worked your way up and out of that energy to get now to this lighter place of being where you're more in alignment, trusting your intuition, moving forward towards the things that you have intended for yourself. Okay, is what these cards are saying here. So I feel that you're freeing yourself up of this energy. You shifted up out of it. The Dragonfly energy is saying that. You've gained your strength in the struggle to free yourself from anything that would hinder, hurt, block, or stifle your progress. This is what you're getting out of. The Dragonfly is telling you to have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. Here's the connection to spirit, all that intuitive energy of the Queen of Cups and the moon. So I feel like your intuition, there's going to be a lot of information kind of like, again, demonstrated to you via your intuitive GPS system, navigation of the soul, right? At this time during this new moon. So the feeling is here, pay attention to your intuitive nudges, the intuitive inclinations that you receive from spirit, because right here with these two cards, that's heavy hitting in a sense that there's like a lot of maybe psychic activity taking place during this time, or intuitive nudges and downloads you could be receiving, signs and synchronicities to confirm to your heart, right, with the Queen of Cups, and your intuitive knowing of what is approaching now. So the feeling is sensitive. Maybe for some of you, sensitive time emotionally as well with the moon and the Queen of Cups, sure. But nonetheless, you're working your way out of this energy, and it is that weird kind of in between space as you kind of release the last vestiges of whatever, maybe with the Devil card, you were still tied up in. Okay. It's also this feeling of, during this new moon time, since you are undergoing a shift and a change, to be kind to yourself. Okay? Be kind to yourself. Show yourself that compassion. Show yourself that empathy. Show yourself that self-care. This is a time to nurture yourself with the Queen of Cups and the moon. Because the feeling is you're breaking free of something that maybe has been present for a long time, right? It's like It takes energy, in other words. The feeling is like it takes energy to shift from the old version of you into the new. Just like an animal would shed its skin or molt its skin, right? Healing, right? That's kind of the feeling of like healing energy of the serpent, or like the butterfly that does push its way out of the cocoon. Likewise, the dragonfly kind of goes through a similar process too. It takes energy to shift out of the old and to become brand new. So if anything, some of you might experience lethargy and whatnot, and tired, or maybe you just need rest, right? The Queen of Cups is telling me to nurture yourself. So it's like maybe you need rest during this time as you shift off, or shift, out of this old skin, right? Or this old version of you. You break free of it. It's that energy. It takes a lot of energy to go through that process of renewal. And sometimes we don't give ourselves the space that we need to actually undergo that. So if you find yourself during this new moon needing a little bit more self-care than normal, please listen. Like, listen to your body, listen to your needs. Your body is kind of gonna alert you to kind of take that time or break. The feeling is here, this is what you're getting rid of. So I want to see what's I kind of want to take one more card, and I want to see what's underneath the deck. And I know this is normally more than what I take, but whatever, I'm listening to myself. So yeah, we have the Nine of Wands here, and then underneath the surface, Knight of Cups. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You are still moving forward with the Knight of Cups energy here underneath the surface. So you are making progress. You are moving forward. You are moving forward in the direction of the things that you've intended, the things on your heart. But again, this new moon still feels like there's some lingering issues still clinging there, right? Until you finally like get that yoke off of you. So I also want to say, be mindful of this time where you are releasing the yoke, you are releasing these heavy things, right, with the devil energy, that you don't pick up another one in the process of trying to cast another one off, right? So you cast one off just to pick up another one. Yeah, yeah, you definitely don't want to do that. Because the Nine of Wands is this energy of like trepidation, right? And I get it. I get what that, like, the feeling that this is giving me. I kind of definitely empathize and understand and have compassion for what it's telling me. What it's telling me is that you might be scared of the new energy that you're moving into. You might be feeling uncertain at this time. The moon is definitely that energy. Not knowing, right? Not knowing. I know it's like the feeling of the unknown and walking into the unknown. Kind of like you walk by the light of the moon, you can't always see what's really happening or what's going on. And it creates that feeling of, ooh, I don't know. But like I said, the feeling is here. You're going to get signs of the fact that you made the right choice, you did the right thing, you are moving in the right direction, even if with the moon you can't always make sense of it all yet, or you can't make sense of the way that this new energy or shift feels. It feels maybe awkward and different. You might be scared of this new energy you're moving into with the Nine of Wands, but the dragonfly is again trying to reiterate here, have confidence during this time. Even if you don't know where it's taking you, have confidence. I think with the intention card, sending you in the direction of your intention, it's helping to move you in the direction of your heart. With the Knight of Cups, it is about movement, speed, action, momentum, oftentimes in the direction of the thing that we carry most on our heart, or the thing that we desire most on our heart. This is about you freeing yourself up from things that aren't going to serve that journey moving forward in the direction of the things you've intended as well. I think you've done the work to free yourself up of that, and now this new moon is really casting that yoke off of you so you can go and pursue the things that you've intended, even if it feels scary to you. Because the Nine of Wands, like, is a warrior, a soldier, right, who's been there, done that, been battered, beaten, bruised up by life a bit. And the thing is that even through the struggle, even through the hardship of, a previous situation, he's still standing. He's strong. He's gained his resilience. The Strength card is indicating it too. So you're stronger than you realize to face this new chapter. It is a little scary. It's unfamiliar territory. But the feeling is trying to move you into a position of alignment and balance where you're not dealing with these struggles anymore. And even though you're kind of like uncertain and you're looking over your shoulder with the Nine of Wands energy, you're still moving in the direction of that thing that you've intended, in the direction of that thing on your heart. Even if you feel like you don't always know for sure. There is a deep connection to spirit on an intuitive level here. And remember when I said to nurture yourself, to give yourself that time? The reason why I feel that that's important is so that way you can receive. So you can get the confirmation that you're needing to assure you that everything's okay moving forward now. Because it's in, again, the quiet spaces where you're not distracted and you don't have a lot going on around you. That's going to help connect you to spirit, like the Dragonfly card says, in order to receive the intuitive knowing and nudges that you need to kind of help you out of this energy of the Nine of Wands, which can kind of talk about being worried, paranoid, right? Looking over your shoulder, wondering when the next ball is going to drop. We don't want to live in survivor mode anymore, right? The feeling is here, you're getting out of that. Yeah, I guess that's the only way to really describe it. The survivor mode. The animal nature within ourselves that's always trying to survive. That's part of what you're shedding. And remember what I was saying, how like, you know, like a snake molts its skin. Well, here's the snake in the card. I didn't even realize it till now. This is a healing renewal that's taking place. And you're breaking free of those chains, even though you know, the feeling here also is that for some of you, that's all you've known. You know, that survivor mode and way of being is all you know. So now that you don't have that if you don't have that yoke on your back anymore, you know, sometimes you don't really know how to be. And that is strange, right? Because it's a new paradigm. It's a new way of being that you're just not used to. And that can put you in that Nine of Wands energy, but the Knight of Cups still wants to move you forward. Underneath the surface, you are moving forward in the direction of the things that you've intended, in the direction of the things on your heart, even if it seems uncertain. Okay, but we don't want to, like, the feeling is we don't want to get caught up in that energy. We want to continue to keep our focus. We don't want to look back on the past, because it kind of feels like the Nine of Wands card, I don't know if you can see his face, he's looking like over that way, right? Towards the things that you've been in the process of releasing. I think some of you are seeking confirmation and signs that everything's going to be okay moving forward. Part of you is still kind of looking that way, looking over your shoulder, wondering if it's all good. But this Dragonfly card is saying, yes, it's just, you know, you're just going through the motions right now. You're going through the shift and the change. So I want to grab some confirmation cards for you. So I have these cards here. I'm just going to grab 3. Another thing that I kind of want to mention here is, again, new moon intentions, right? We want to make sure that we're putting good energy towards those new moon intentions, and we don't want to have any things that are still lingering, right, in maybe in a negative way with the Devil card or anything like that, to kind of muddy the waters of what we're trying to intend also with this new moon. I think this new moon is also helping to confirm to you some of the intentions you've already set prior are slowly making their way in. This is a time of renewal and healing, obviously. And moving still underneath the surface, because we have the Knight of Cups, moving still in a direction of what you intend and what your heart desires, right? But if you're doing new moon intentions for this new moon, you want to make sure that any of this lingering worry, concern, or uncertainty that you're still experiencing as you shift from the old into the new, that doesn't muddy the waters of what you're trying to intend moving forward. So just try to, again, nurture yourself, keep your energy clear during this new moon time. Listen to your body and make sure that you're, taking care of yourself. So let's see here. Three cards. Okay, there's one. All right. Look at that. Renewed faith. Yes. Renewed faith. So again, like I was feeling in the beginning, there are going to be signs that I was picking up, right? You're going to see that thing coming in the distance. You're going to hear signs of it. Maybe, you'll hear confirmation through other people, right? Places and situations, signs and synchronicities. Maybe you'll get your confirmation that way. But as you see these things approaching or sense them approaching, right, intuitively, it's going to help renew your faith in what you've already intended or are soon to intend, right, with this new moon. So that does confirm the feeling of that you'll see the car in the distance, you'll hear it approaching, right? And that will renew your faith, even as you undergo the shift out of the old. All right, the craftsmanship card. Yeah, that to me always talks about, like, it could be literal, something that you're building, a project, right? Maybe you set an intention for a project or a goal that you have, but nonetheless, you've been working on something, and it feels like you've been working on yourself to work through the shadow in preparation, right? To release those things of the old in preparation of receiving what you've intended. So this is just confirmation that you have been doing a lot of the work to get to this point where you're now in a position soon to receive. And that's why I said you'll be seeing and hearing these things approaching you. Like you're going to get signs of it. It's going to renew your faith. That's why the dragonfly is saying to have confidence during this time of great joy, renewal, right? Renewal and connection to spirit, heightened connection to spirit. I would say even with the Queen of Cups and the Moon, because they do represent intuitive psychic ability. But I also feel like the moon also indicates the veil, right? And sometimes things are veiled from us until the appropriate time where they're ready to be revealed. But this is feeling like that reveal is incoming in some way, and that is going to renew your faith. Even though you might be scared a little bit with the Nine of Wands as to where all this shift, change, and new energy is leading you. Or maybe you're kind of like on the fence, right? You're like, oh, I just let that go, or I just stepped out of that situation. Who knows what the future holds for me? You know what I mean? And this is basically saying you'll get some sort of confirmation through spirit during this new moon time to assure you that it's all good. Okay, so, and you're still moving in the direction of what you intend or what your heart wants. So let's see here. Yeah, look at that. See, I love that. Patience and progress. You are making progress. I love that the Knight of Cups is underneath the surface. Again, just confirming, right, that you're still moving in the right direction. You're still moving towards your heart or what your heart desires or what you've intended. Have patience, compassion for yourself during this time. Know that it's all working out the way that it needs to. You're not lost, even though you feel at times, you may be walking by the light of the moon, but you're walking by intuition. You're walking by faith, right? Not by sight in this sense. And that's tough. It is tough because we all want to know. Human nature wants to know that it's all good. We just want to know we're doing the right thing. Like we've made the right choice. Like I said earlier, some of you might have been struggling with a choice that you needed to make to move forward in a new direction with this new moon. And when you've recently decided something big, you don't know how it's all going to work out in the end, and that can be a little scary. But this is something that this is maybe a choice that some of you have made intuitively. Like you were just trusting yourself. You were trusting your intuitive nudges and knowing in the direction of this choice. And it's going to require a little bit of your patience as you progress. But the thing is, you are progressing. And this is basically, this new moon is going to show you that you are making decent progress, even if it feels kind of wobbly or uncertain. Okay, so let's get a final oracle card here for you. Again, you've done the work to prepare you for this. You've already done the inner work, it feels like, with the Queen of Cups, the strength to release these things that have held you down or held you back. And yeah, it's now ready to kind of like put you in a position to receive. And the changes that you're stepping into with this new moon, the shifts that you're moving into, right, this time of renewal, is going to lighten your load. So that way you don't have that worry lingering over you with this Nine of Wands anymore. Because the dragonfly energy does talk about being light of spirit. So even if right now during the shift of this new moon, you're still feeling a little uncertain, you really don't know what lies ahead, trust that the changes that you've made or the decisions that you've made to move in a certain direction are actually going to lighten your load moving forward. You will see the progress. You'll have signs of it, okay, that you need. Look at that. True love. Romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Great love. Yes, could be very literal in a sense. Maybe some of you, you let go of a situation or just, removed yourself from or healed from a previous relationship and now maybe set the intention to receive new love. Definitely that could be it. This could also talk about something grand and big on your heart. So Knight of Cups, again, Queen of Cups, right? There's this heart space. You've been holding space for something in your heart that you've intended. And now it's saying that those stirrings in your heart, all right, have propelled the universe to deliver this great big thing on your heart to you. So, and it says true love. So this thing that you've intended, right, with the intention card on your heart is valid. Okay, it's true. It's valid. It has validity. All right, what you've intended is legit. It's valid. Let's even get one more. Okay. Look at that. Whoa, talk about like synchronicity and confirmation, right? We have the lion energy again. We have the strength card here, Sekhmet. Okay, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. There you go. Right? So even though there's some concern stepping into this new chapter, making these big choices, setting these intentions for something different, something new that is unfamiliar, whatever it is that you're stepping into with this new energy, know that you will get through this. You will overcome this momentary feeling of like, I don't know, right? And the kind of fear, a little bit of the fear that bubbles up and tries to make you doubt what you've done or decided or what you've intended. Sometimes we can question, is this ever going to come about? Is this ever going to happen? Did I do the right thing? Did I make the right move? What did I bite off more than I can chew, right? I'm sure we've all experienced those things when we've decided something new, chose something different that is completely out of character maybe for us, and it feels bigger, right, oftentimes than what it really is. But nonetheless, Spirit is saying here, look, you're stronger than you realize. You'll be able to overcome whatever momentary feeling of uncertainty that you're experiencing at this time. Your strength through this shift, okay, your resilience, your steadfastness, right? The fact that maybe you continue to hold the intention for this thing on your heart and you didn't give up on it even through the uncertainty. That right there, that loyalty to your heart, to your vision, towards what you've intended is helping to push you in the direction of it to assure your happy outcome. Just have patience, empathy, compassion for yourself during this shift and shifting time, because that's what it is. It's a change that you're undergoing right now, and you're shedding off the old skin. You're completing the healing process, it feels like, in order to step into a new suit, right? And sometimes a new style of clothing or new clothes don't always feel comfortable. We got to break them in a little bit. And the feeling is here, we're breaking in this new version of us, and it doesn't always feel comfortable. Okay? So you're breaking in a new suit that is more in alignment with you. And that's kind of unfamiliar territory, isn't it? So again, you'll get through this. You'll be fine. And you're moving in the direction of what you've intended. Spirit showing it to you. So trust that this new moon is going to show you what you need to confirm to you that, yeah, it's all good. So let's go ahead and roll the dice for angel numbers. Now, if you're not familiar with my channel, I do roll the dice for confirmation through the angel numbers for your reading. A lot of times what the angels numbers that come up, what they do is they confirm some things I've already said in the reading. And oftentimes they will even provide an additional message for you that you need personally. So I suggest that you look up a source that you trust, because there's a variety out there. I don't want to recommend one because, for one, it could be one you don't like, and two, it could, I don't want to like say that there's one source that is the only source. We all have different things that we resonate with and whatnot, and I don't want to imply that a source that I recommend is the end all, right? So again, I don't want it to be one you don't like, and I don't want to imply that that's the only source that's valid, because there's, I'm sure, plenty out there. Go ahead and do your research. Sometimes when we take the journey to research the numbers for ourselves, we come across other serendipity and synchronicity that we need for our journey. If I gave you a shortcut, I might also rob you of taking that journey or having that experience, and I don't want that to happen, because I know how important the signs and nuggets and the synchronicities that we get can be when it comes to confirming the journey. Likewise, I always tell everybody also, please refrain from putting the number interpretation in the comment section for the same reason. Again, we don't want to rob anybody of having that experience or of finding their own magic. So let's see what angel numbers come up for you for this new moon reading. All right, so we have 4, 6, and 7. So 467 is your angel number. Go ahead and look up that number, see what it brings to you. If you feel that this reading has helped you and connected for you in some way, please let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, and subscribe to support my channel. If you want to take it a step further to support what I do, please visit me on Etsy. The link to my Etsy store is down below in the description box. Pay me a visit. I have handmade crystal jewelry there, as well as other things that I make by hand on my free time. Again, visit at any time. Much love to you wherever you are. Be kind to yourself this new moon. Happy new moon for one. Take care and always keep shining.